Early in this series, we met the most powerful force in investing: compounding. Money making money, snowballing over time. But here's the uncomfortable part. That same force has an evil twin, and it works against you. It's called debt. A credit card charging 25% grows your debt exactly the way investing grows your wealth, just pointed at you. So before you pour serious money into investing, there's a kind of money that comes first. Call it step zero money, dealing with costly debt. Today, we sort good debt from bad and work out which to clear first. Here's the single most useful idea about debt. Paying it off is an investment, a guaranteed one. Clear a debt charging 25% and you've just earned a 25% return, risk-free. Think about that. A typical diversified portfolio might average 5 to 7% a year over the long run, and that's never guaranteed. But wiping a 25% debt? That's a locked-in 25% every time. No investment reliably beats it. So a spare £100 thrown at a costly card does more than the same 100 invested. That's the rate versus return rule, and it's why expensive debt jumps the queue, ahead of almost everything else. But not all debt is equal. Bad debt is expensive, and it usually funds things that lose value, or just everyday spending. In the UK, the worst offenders are clear. Credit cards, often charging 20 to 30% or more. Overdrafts, many now around 40%, sometimes pricier than a card. Payday loans, worse still. Good debt is the opposite. It's cheap, and it usually buys something lasting or builds your future. A mortgage. A low-rate student loan. The label isn't the point. What matters is the rate, and what the money's for. One modern trap deserves a special mention. Buy now, pay later, Klarna, ClearPay, and the rest. Split your purchase into installments, interest-free. And used carefully, that can be fine. But make no mistake, it's still debt. Miss a payment, and the fees and credit file damage begin. The bigger danger is quieter. Debt stacking, a few small plans across different apps, with no single statement, until you've lost track of what you owe. And from the middle of 2026, the UK is bringing it under proper regulation, with affordability checks and more protection. Treat it like what it is: borrowing. Now, the big exception. UK student loans. These are not like a credit card, at all. You don't repay a fixed bill. You pay a slice of your income, but only the part above a set threshold. Earn under it, and you pay nothing. It behaves far more like a graduate tax than a normal debt. And here's the kicker: whatever's left is wiped after a few decades. Many people never repay the full amount. So rushing to overpay a student loan is usually the wrong move. That money almost always does more against a real, high-interest debt, or invested. Check your own plan, but don't treat it like a credit card. So, which debt do you kill first? Two popular methods. The avalanche attacks the highest interest rate first, whatever the balance. Mathematically, it's the cheapest, the least interest paid overall. The snowball clears the smallest balance first, for a quick win, and the motivation to keep going. The numbers favor the avalanche. But if momentum keeps you going, the snowball wins in real life. Either beats doing nothing. So, costly debt is step zero money. Clearing it is a guaranteed return. And student loans play by their own rules. Next time, the trickier question: what about cheap debt, like a mortgage? Overpay, or invest the difference? See you there. And remember, this is general information, not financial advice.